chapter 9. Luke chapter 9, we're continuing on with our series on the life of Christ. And one of the things that Jesus emphasized in his ministry, and that we want to emphasize here at New Life Ministries, is the process of discipleship. And you've probably heard that word thrown around, and maybe you wondered, what does it mean to be a disciple? What is this discipleship thing all about? And there's really three parts to it. First part is hearing God's word. And when Jesus, in his day, when he called people to follow him or to be his disciples, they physically followed him around. Now, we can't do that today because Jesus is not here physically. And so how we follow him is we hear his word. That's one thing the disciples did not have in Jesus' day. They didn't have a nice Bible like we have, all compiled together with all 66 books. They had part of it, they had most of it, but they didn't have the New Testament. And so they followed Jesus around. They had to learn what the New Testament was all about. And so we have his word, and we need to spend time in his word. We're not going to talk about that today. But the second thing is prayer. And we need to be disciplined about having a time of prayer. And we need to take things to the Lord in prayer. And we're going to talk about that next week. We're going to talk about how to be effective in our prayer life. So you want to come back next week and learn about that. But today we're going to talk about the third leg of that stool for discipleship, and that is that we need to have a ministry. And you say, oh, wait a minute now, you've gone a little bit too far. I can read the Bible and I can pray, but a ministry, now I'm not sure about that. And so we're going to talk about today what that means to have a ministry, how to get started in having a ministry. We call this church New Life Ministries. And that's the reason we did that was on purpose. It's because everyone should be having a ministry. And you say, well, does that mean I need to get up and preach and talk in front of a group? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. We're going to talk about what that means. But before we do that, I want